one is going in, and the real one is coming out. Guess who's free? Out of jail.
YB?
Nah.
Okay, somebody's free, and somebody's coming.
Well, they not free, but they finna go home.
The only thing I think is I was say don't. So
Young
okay,
Thug. He was in jail for like 5. I think it was 5 years. Facing that Rico.
okay,
YSL.
okay.
Everybody been waiting for him, but he not. You seen that film?
Yeah.
He not free, but I heard he got 5 years served, and then he got 15 years probation. And if he mess up, if he get caught with anything, they say he automatically 20 years. But the news just got broken out. Everybody going crazy right now because I think he was in there for like 5 years, right? Or am I tripping? Yeah, I think he was in there for 5 years. That case was Woody involved. Everybody was involved. Whole YSL, but shout out Thug, man. Shout out his attorneys, lawyers. Nah, for real though. That's a blessing though. That's a blessing from God, for real. He was facing time. Whole Rico. 5 years. And he on house arrest. Or not house. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna stop talking for y'all. Josh, you don't know you're fat. You know. Nah, but hey, if you're new, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and follow the Instagram, Josh Jones.
What video are we doing?
We finna react to Young Thug. Bro, we finna react to Young Thug takes plea deal and then his apology. All right. So, you got any shout outs?
I do, but I don't remember right now.
All right, I don't care about y'all. Let's
Shut
get
up.
straight to it. Gang.
Okay, I don't know a whole lot about Young Thug, so to be honest, I don't know nothing about Young Thug.
Yeah, he was facing a Rico. You know what Rico is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, YSL. It's like OTF, Lil Durk, YSL. He started that, Young Thug. Excuse me. All right, 1, 2, 3.
We do want to come on the air here with breaking news. In fact, instead of going to that break, out of Atlanta, rapper Young Thug is now pleading guilty in what has become Georgia's longest-running criminal trial. The plea just announced in Fulton County Court just minutes ago. The rapper, whose real name is Jeffrey Lamar Williams, was indicted in 2022 on racketeering charges.
Okay, so it wasn't. That's not 5 years. All right. Calm down.
Prosecutors
My mic not even on.
say the rapper led a street gang that committed murder, armed robbery, carjackings, and also dealt drugs. Nearly 30 other co-defendants were named in this case. Young Thug's trial has been plagued by problems, including 2 judges having to recuse themselves.
Woody got him off.
And mounting concerns last week that a mistrial.
I don't even know the whole thing. I know Woody got him off.
Legal contributor Shauna Lloyd now, who joins me with more.
Woody was the most difficult witness they ever had.
First, just about the state
Woody
of
act like
play
y'all.
Huh?
Woody act like y'all. You don't know nothing. You don't remember nothing. You ain't seen nothing, but you did it all. And now I'm not saying he did it all. I don't know. So I'm just. It's hyperbole.
This trial, and remind me, frankly, of how long this has gone on. It is the longest running criminal trial in Georgia history. Is that right?
That is absolutely correct. And it's amazing that this has been going on for more than 6 months. We have been here following this trial. It is one of the longest trials that Georgia has had. That says a lot about the state of this trial and how many witnesses the state has been calling. So now that we see this plea deal, I'm not very surprised by it because I think both sides were trying to mitigate damages here.
It's 2 of them.
And Shauna, very quickly, I do want to play for you images that just came into us. It is Young Thug taking that plea deal in court, and then I'll have you react on the back end. But here is what just played out in court just moments ago.
Uh-oh.
As to count 60, violation of the Georgia Controlled Substances Act, how do you plead?
Guilty.
As to count 61, possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, how do you plead?
Guilty.
And as to count 1, conspiracy to violate the Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act, how do you plead?
Nolo.
As to count 56, participation in criminal street gang activity under the leadership charge, how do you plead?
Nolo.
I think you didn't ask about
What is
count
that?
62.
He said NOLO. I don't know what that is.
I thought he said no law. Nolo.
As to count 56, participation in criminal street gang activity under the leadership charge, how do you plead?
Nolo.
I think you
That
didn't
must
ask about
be
count
something like
62.
Latin.
As to count, thank you, Your Honor. As to count 62, possession of a machine gun, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty to the offenses you have indicated because you are in fact guilty of these charges?
What?
Yes.
They can ask that?
No, she just asked that just because she wasn't supposed to.
Because you are in fact guilty to the offenses you have indicated because you are in fact guilty of these charges.
Yes.
She should say, or because you don't want to go to jail.
Yeah,
And
that's what
Shauna,
I'm
something
saying.
that
That's
I
really
heard
it.
there, tell me if I'm wrong here, is to some charges he's pleading guilty, to some charges he's pleading nolo contendere, which means no
Oh,
contest.
no contest.
But also, very
What that mean?
quickly, it looks
It means I'm not admitting guilt or innocence. I'm just saying whatever comes with it, I'm gonna take it. No, it's nolo contendere. Like I said, it's Latin, but it's just no contest.
like we've gotten here because there was an issue at trial last week where there was this witness who divulged sensitive information on the stand, and there were these concerns that there could be a mistrial, and essentially you'd have to start the clock all over again, and you'd have to have this long trial all over again. How did we get here to this point where prosecutors and defense attorneys obviously wanted to deal?
I mean, what we're really seeing is that misstep could potentially have created a mistrial, and the judge looked like she may have been leaning towards granting that. So that leaves
that rascal
exposure on
sleep.
both sides. That means the state has to determine to bring this trial again, and he would have to stand again for another trial. So what you see here in this plea deal is both sides gave a little bit. He pleaded no contest to some of the charges.
Dirt
the direct
going
charges
in,
that were
thug
linked
coming
to him
out.
directly, such as the possession charges, he did plead guilty to. And the state gave up the opportunity to get a full conviction. They're getting a lot of probation here in this particular plea deal in order to get those admissions of guilt. So both sides had to give a little bit, but in the face of a mistrial, when we're talking about the longest running trial in the history of Georgia, was really both sides trying to get what they wanted, their main objective out of this, and they each got a little bit.
And explain to me why this trial went so long. It was a RICO case. It was just simply the fact that there were so many defendants and there was so much evidence to go through, or were there other factors that made the trial drag out to this point?
So those were some of the initial factors. There were a lot of defendants. The state had a lot of witnesses, but we have to remember they had no direct evidence. So a lot of what they were using were lyrics and other things that were being used by the YSL team in order to get this conviction. So in order to build that kind of case, you need a lot of background, and that's what we were seeing by having so many witnesses.
Shauna Lloyd, young
Basically,
thug
they were trying
pleading
to
guilty.
build
That
a
breaking
case.
news. Thank you as always.
They were trying to build a case. He probably, well, it's very plausible that he did, in fact, do what they're accusing him of. And this is part of it too. You know, it's like you have to claim full responsibility, and
You have to?
yeah. Well, that's more most of the time. That's one of the things that's included in everything by the prosecutors. So you know, they want you to say, well, yeah, I did it. And, you know, they're going to give us some stuff. You have to give us some stuff. And that's, you know, that's what a plea deal is.
Yes, ma'am. I take full responsibility for, you know, my crimes or my charges. I want to say sorry to my family, my mom.
He done
My mom
picked
got
up some
11
weight.
kids. I can't say all their names, you know. My managers.
Wait.
My mom got 11 kids. I can't say all their names, you know. My managers, my kids that's not here. Really everybody that got something to do with this situation, I want to say sorry for just like, you know, having so much time investing into this, you know, and I am a smart guy. I am a good guy, and I really got a good heart. You know, I find myself in a lot of stuff because I was just nice or cool, you know, and I understand that you can't be that way when you reach a certain height because it could end bad, and it don't really have to have nothing to do with you, but it could end bad, and it could.
In other words, you weren't being wise with whatever it was that you were involved with. But I mean, to his, I don't know the ins and outs of the case and the charges and all of that stuff. But to his credit, I'll say, he does at least recognize when you get to a certain level, you gotta let some folk go and some things go, because some folk are in it for the ride. Some folk are in it because they really care about you. And oftentimes, only trouble reveals who is who and what's what, man.
You know, fall on you. And I know the choice is yours, it's up to you. And I hope that you allow me to go home today and just trust in me to just do the right thing and never see you again unless it's at a bar in the future or something. Just out of this type of situation.
You see them two guards over there?
Yes, because that's the wrong thing to say. The last thing you want to be at is a bar. You.
He's just trying to make us something on the spot.
Right. Now, that's the problem. Now, and then look at the brother right there. He never mind.
Again, I'm going away. I've learned from my mistakes. You know, I come from nothing and I've made something, and I didn't take full advantage of it. I'm sorry. Through these last 2.5 years of my life, you are really, truly, honestly, the best thing that has happened to me, because you made everything fair for me and everybody involved on both sides, you know. I'm sorry to the sheriff, you know, everybody, for just having to put extra time in. I know y'all got paid more money, but I'm sorry for y'all having to put this extra time in to be away from y'all family, you know, and I just hope that you find it in your heart to allow me to go home and be with my family and just do better as a person. I know what I bring to the table. I know what I am. I know the heights I've reached. I know the impact I got on people, period, in the community, you know, all people. I learned that late, like these past 2 or 3 years of my life, I kind of learned that late, and maybe it was because I was, you know, probably on drugs or anything, I don't know, but I have came to my senses and I understand what I mean to this world. But I am a good guy, you know. I don't mind doing stuff like, you know, like free shows, and I always did that. You know, I did free shows and gave it to single parents, millions of dollars. You know, I made $1.8 million on a free show, and I gave it all to single parent charity. And I did
Give it to me.
like 2 or 3 shows that made like $700,000 a piece, and I gave it to the breast cancer organization. Like, you know, I do things like I put millions of dollars back into my community for real. I really did. I did more than anybody ever did from my side, you know. But I understand, you know, rap lyrics. I understand how it could be twisted. I understand what it could do to the mind of people. I understand all that, and I promise you, I'm 100% changing that. You know, it's just
New music, baby.
I'm older, I'm grown now, you know, and it's just like I'm smarter. It's more things to rap about. Like I've experienced a lot of good things. I experienced more bad things, but I experienced a lot of good things too. And anyway, I can go.
I know, Lori, like,
Well,
man, if you don't
appreciate
click
it.
on
And,
hush.
I appreciate that you do realize how much of an impact you have on people. I mean, it's past your neighborhood.
All right, we ain't
It's
gotta watch that.
worldwide, especially young people.
I hope that what he's
I wanted to see the
saying
part where
is really
I don't know if they
sincere.
announced it. I'm just going off what DJ Academics posted.
Okay. I just hope that what he's saying is sincere and that it's heartfelt, because at the end of the day, it's like I just hope that this is some type of wake up call for him, and that he recognizes that besides all the fame and popularity, nobody wants to spend their lives, in a 4x4.
Yeah, and he not free. He just he gets time served in the RICO trial. Judge gives him time served and 15 years probation.
That's a long time.
I know.
But
and
that's a lifestyle change.
They say if you mess up, 20 years.
That's why you don't need to be going to no bar, because somebody gonna be looking just to try you.
I mean, he can't have no gun, right?
What you need a gun for? You got
people gonna try to kill him. He still got
first
beef.
up, you got all that money. Go somewhere, sit your tail down.
15 years, go ghost.
Have you some guards and folk hanging out with you, and you sit at the house and make waffles.
Free YB, man.
Doggone it.
No, I'm playing. Shout out Thug though. New music, we gonna be.
I don't know.
reacting.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about the. Actually, I really don't know nothing about Thug. And
In the beginning.
oh,
Top of my cousin.
I didn't know that. I like that song.
What is it? him?
I don't know what
Yeah,
they're
that's him.
saying though. You don't know what they're saying.
The lifestyle.
Yeah, that's all. I didn't know that he did that. Okay, cool.
But hey, if you new, make sure you like, comment, subscribe,
I skate
follow
to that
Instagram.
song. I like that song.
Happy Halloween, man.
Y'all take care.
Be safe, gang. Peace.